All right, I got a package in the mail. Ghostfire bags. Why do I have another Ghostfire bag? Yes, this is a new one. Look. There's two up there. Jimmy, why do you need so many? Well, I'll tell you. They're just so handy. See, I'm kind of in the middle of a big project where I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to build a pedal board, okay, with a bunch of pedals that mimics my Helix LT, that can do snapshots and has every effect I could possibly imagine. And I have this big Tonex, dual Tonex board right here. I did a video build on this, on this, you know, like a year ago, and I use it a lot. Thank you, Pinstripe Pedals, for sending me this. It sums everything, blah, blah. You can come out here with, you know, 1/4 inch or dual XLRs. And what I've been doing is I've been using this other one here to audition pedals. And what I'll do is I'll set this here, boom, and it's kind of like one pedal board. Look at this. It just kind of looks like one pedal board, but it's modular. And this is powered underneath by the Strymon Ojai. Sends power out to, to the Chalks 8. And I'm auditioning all these pedals. I got the Balloon, the Metro, the HX1, Tailspin, Solus Ventus. That's what I played this last week. It was amazing. But I thought this right here is kind of a waste of space because I don't really need those big Tonexes. What if I had, and I don't want to disassemble this board because I do like it the way it is. Sometimes I might want that, but if I'm auditioning more pedals, I want more space than this. But I'm not ready to like put together a full board yet. I'm not ready to commit to soldering everything. I'm just auditioning stuff right now. So what if I had another board? And I reached out to Ghostfire and they gave it to me so that I don't have to use this one and take up all this space with Tonex. I could put other things and maybe my two little mini Tonex ones right there and then put other pedals up there. That's the idea. And it'll give me a chance to stay modular while I'm auditioning other pedals. So thank you, Ghostfire, if I didn't say it already, for sending me this. When you get this, the thing I love about these little pedal boards is that they're flat. They're not angled. So when you stack them together, like I could technically do like 3 in a row if I wanted to. They're flat. Did I say this? Look at this. There's no tilt to it. I like a flat board. Oh, and did I mention they're only like $45, $47.99 maybe? I'll put the links down below. You can go check it out. This specifically is the Ghostfire Little 20. They make a Little 22 that's a little bit bigger than this, like 9 inches instead of the 7 inches that this is. This is 20. They make like 22 by 9. I just wanted this one so it'd match the other ones. They're real small to carry in those little cases. They give you all the stuff. It's everything you need, and it's not a lot of money commitment to be able to test your pedals. If you're in the phase like I am, where I have all these pedals I'm wanting to test, and it's not like I have tons of money. I'm probably going to sell some of the ones I'm not going to use. I've just been collecting all the pedals that were my dream pedals. Now I want to put it together. So I have rehearsal tomorrow. I'm going to put this together and we're going to play it, hear what it sounds like, but I have to decide what pedals are going on at first. That's what we're going to do right now. All right. Here is the tub of pedals that I have to choose from right now. And I have some more, but it's just too many. I have the HX Stomp. I want that, but that's not going on this little board because I know what that does. I don't need to audition that. I want to get more and more familiar with this for sure. This thing's awesome. People were asking for presets for this and the Solus Ventus. I have been dialing in stuff, and once I like figure out a good workflow, I will sell some of those presets and get them to you guys. Probably not going to use this. I definitely want to use this. This is important. I made a video about this. What I want to do with this is put this after the Tonex one so I can have like a couple presets depending on my guitar, maybe even like boost a couple dB if I want to do some soft finger picking and I just want more volume overall. When I've been sending everything into the Tonexes, every time I add more volume, it's really just pushing more gain into the two Tonexes. There they are, little guys right there. We'll set those aside. And so I want this to come after the two Tonexes and really see if I like it. So I've played with it a little bit, but I haven't played with it live yet. So I want this on the board for sure. This right here, Pinstripe pedals, man, they are great. This is a little one of the big one that you just saw. And the main thing is that it reverses polarity and it's a really solid direct box. What else? I have this drive. I know a lot about that. I don't know. Let's just see. I mean, I might have filled up the board already. Let me see what I got. Power supply. I'm definitely going to need that. All right, let's do some dreaming here. If this is on the outside, because I want to be able to get to my XLRs, this needs to go after the tone X's. This is also MIDI controlled. I'm not going to be setting any MIDI up for this right now. I'm just going to be able to click the buttons because they'll be right there at my feet. My 2 tone X's. And this, I might have filled up the board already. There's a little bit of space in there, but really I think that's all I need because I have my other board. This is the board, yeah, right here. So basically I'm just taking away those 2 big tone X's so I can get my reverbs. This is my signal flow here first, actually, because this is, I'm using this for pitch, polycapo and pitch. If I want to, like, if we're playing something like G flat or something, I want to kick this on and capo everything down if I want to, or just do some, you know, pitch stuff for like lead lines. I got my compressor EQ, my boost, another overdrive that I really like, the tailspin. Then I go stereo into this, which does really good reverbs and delays. But I just love, I mean, the reverbs are amazing in this. The reverbs are better in this. I mean, I just can't get over how good the reverbs are in this. This thing does a bunch of things, but the reverbs, that black hole, I mean, I'm new to Eventide. So some of you that have been around a long time, you're like, oh yeah, well, Eventide's the best. I didn't realize, you know, it's the reverb, amazing, amazing. And I just have I have the ability to do some other things. Into the tone X, then be able to send it out stereo, which that's the reason for this. This is stereo in and out, and it's MIDI controlled. Yeah, so that's what I'll be able to do. I've even contemplated putting my reverbs after my tone X's, just so sometimes the super ambient stuff can like overwhelm, or the sound I like with putting delay and reverb into the tone X can get a little overwhelming sometimes. And so my delays sound good through here, but the pristine sound of the reverb, I don't know, I'll play with it. I might put it after my tone X's. I don't know. And I feel like I just have a little bit more room, but I don't know what to put there. I slam everything tight. These can get super close because I have flat patch cables. I could put a small pedal there, but the only small pedal I have is this drive. And that's not really, my drives are taken care of. Yeah, I don't want to put a drive after my modulation and stuff. Now, for the fun of it, I could put the GP5, Vailton GP5 right there. It has really good reverbs and delays, and I could click these off and test the amps and the captures. I also have some Tone Shepherd captures I need to put in there. That might be cool. Put that right there, flood everything into these ambient reverbs. Boom, boom. Because I can go, well, no. Because I really want stereo delay. I leave here stereo, I would want to come in stereo, and everything has to be summed to mono with this. You can come out stereo, but it's mono in. I don't want to do that. I'll do it next time. I'm going to play with this some more when I have more time. Except I could use this this dual foot switch to toggle things over here, because my workflow for this, I can pull up like different programs. I'm still learning how to use it, but different programs, but I could also turn on and off separate effects with this, or just put these over here. That actually looks better, and then that is what I kind of wanted, and then I can switch these. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try it. Let's put it together. All right, let's put these pedals on here. I'm just going to put some Velcro on here because the dual lock, once it's on there, sticks pretty good to the Velcro without being permanent, and then I can take that Velcro off if I want. So let's just put some of this on here. Beautiful. I do need dual lock on this. I need dual lock on that. I've learned my lesson not to do too much dual lock. You don't need a lot because this stuff holds really well. And it ain't cheap either. We know this is going right on the edge. This is gonna go next to it. This is gonna go next to it. This is gonna go here. These will go here. They're kind of rocking right there. Need a little bit of dual lock right there on the front. 2 little nubbins. How's that look? I could scoot them back a little bit. Got room for my power supply. They won't rock. Okay, now we need the power supply underneath. And I already got dual lock here, so I'm just gonna dual lock that somewhere underneath. I'm gonna going out the same side that my XLRs are going out. So I am dual locking both sides of this underneath because it being underneath weighs more. There was already dual lock on the pedal, and it's the two different size dual lock. So this white one here that was already on the power supply really grips really well with this other size here. There's like, I forgot, SJ 3100 and 3200 or something like that. Can't really remember. I'm just gonna put that right under there. All right, power cables. Now the H90 actually needs this cable right here because it's like reverse polarity. It's a different size barrel. So I need to actually take this out of there. Do want to put them back though because they're organized and I don't want anything ripping out. See if things power up. I know it's upside down, but that's not powering up. Why is that not powering up? Well, you know what? I think last time this did this. You have to have something like plugged into it or it won't come on. Yeah, that always gets me. My goodness, why do they do that? So the power looks good. Let me put some little zip ties on just so nothing gets yanked out. I got a lot of excess in here. I'll put some down on the bottom and just tidy it up a bit. We'll snip these off and then we'll work on putting patch cables together. And I don't have to build all the patch cables because I got a whole drawer full of them that I've already made. I'm going to be coming out of the DC7 with this 24 volt thing here, running it up to the other pedal board. Let's make sure it all powers up now. Make sure we're not overloading anything. Everything's clicking on. This always takes forever to click on. Nice. Now that I know that, I can work on patch cables. I like using these long ones just in case I need to move one of the pedal boards or something. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I'll strap those later. Now let's make sure we have sound before I do anything else. All right, I don't even know what these two captures are and they're different. This one turns on and off and I was playing with stuff before. So I'm gonna load what I actually like on there here in a bit. But the reason I put this in here is for this very reason. I can EQ anything I want. So right now it feels a little dark. I'm on the I'm on the bridge pickup, so that's as bright as it's gonna get. But look how I have this EQ set up. Don't worry about this. It's the next morning. I got everything set up like I want it. Let me just show you the workflow and we'll hear how it sounds. On the Tone X's, I imported my Tone Shepherd ProSonic Clean. And then on this side, it's the same, but the AC30. Go like this. It's the EQ'd, which is higher gain, AC30 higher gain, ProSonic papa. So depending on what guitar I have, I can switch these or how clean I want this signal. So I'm gonna start with the clean. Then I'm going in here. I have this like high shelf. I may change this for today actually. I haven't messed with this. This is like a high shelf and a few more dB just to send to the Tone X's if I need some clarity and some drive. I have my compression, EQ, bloom, overdrive, tailspin, the Solus Ventus. I'm just doing delays. And on this one I have them in, stop that. And this one I have them in dual mono. This one, the tape is feeding into the analog for firm foundation. He Will Hold Me Fast, another one in dual mono. Going up to the Tone X's, out of the Tone X's into this preset shimmer expression. I'm not using the shimmer, I'm just using the black hole side, and I'll probably just leave it on. It's pretty reverby. And then I have this little setting that I had already showed you what it sounds like. So, here we go. Clean tone. Sounds good. Drives? think that sounds absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to use it tonight at rehearsal. And yeah, hey, thank you for watching. Stay subscribed if you are. Become subscribed if you are not. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.